Content, we're going to talk about BTC. We're going to talk about Ethereum. We're going to talk about Ripple XRP. Also, we're also going to take a look at the dollar. As you can see, like we talked about the dollar previously, still dumping, and BTC is still looking pretty strong, just about like 18k to 19k to 20k area. All right, so let's take a look at BTC first before we talk about the Ethereum, XRP, and the dollar. So BTC is just moving sideways, nothing going on, pretty boring, right? Still moving sideways, just about like 19.2 to 19.5 range. Just got a massive big rejection, right? At 19.350 on the lower degree. So, but it is a bull flag though. You could be looking at it as a bull flag. I forgot to mention it on my previous update. On the hourly basis, we got this move, so you could expect like another move to the upside. Probably could still retest like an 18.9 before pushing back up, and retest like the 19.4, 19.6 area, right? It is a it is a possible pattern you could be looking for if you're scalping, right? But the triangular formation, it is still in play. That's why it is kind of dangerous right now to mess with BTC. Right. Hey, what's up, Craig? What's up, Jude? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Because if you're scalping, right, you could be looking for a breakout, right? You could be looking for a breakout, but just be cautious, because we're going to talk about the 8-hour time frame and all of that good stuff. Because we still could be looking for another retest of the trend line on the lower degree. So just be cautious in this range, even though we could be getting a very big move. We're going to talk about the macro scale for a possible either retracement down to a weekly 200 EMA, or a possible dip down, pump back up to like a 20k, break 20k, and then try to retest like 30k and so on. We're going to talk about all of that good stuff. All right, what's up, Tyler? Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. Okay, in the house. What's up, Moopi USL? Yo. All right, so now let's take a look at BTC on the 8-hour basis. On the 8-hour basis, I mean, it is still bullish, guys. Like, it is still bullish. We could get, once again, the setup right here, it is a bullish, right? It is a bullish setup. We got a very big move to the upside, which is pretty impulse, right? But the pattern I'm looking at, it is not the this move alone, okay? I'm looking at the entire pattern. That's the move I'm looking at, okay? So if you just pay attention to one pattern, right, which is like this bull flag, you're going to be extremely bullish, okay? So you might be anticipating a big move to the upside from like 19k, but at the same time, you could get the move to the to the upside from like 16 to 17k. All right, so let's just keep that in mind. I think like bears got a very good chance to drop the price down to previous support, which is 16 to 17k area, right? So if you haven't watched my previous update, make sure to go ahead and watch my previous update so you can understand what I'm talking about, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the daily. So daily, I know you guys remember when we got the dip right here, all right? So what we said, BTC consolidating above the daily 200 EMA, so it is bullish, okay? So we basically we were bullish from like 16.5, right, all the way up to basically 19.3, and most people have been buying the top, but 19.3, 19.5, you don't want to be buying the top, okay? We talk about it live. Be bullish at the daily 201. That's a very good chance. You got a very good chance to see another possible pump back up, at least back to like a 0.618. Okay, so 0.618 was just about like 18.8, right? So we did, we did take some profits right there, and then basically, take some profit above like a 19.3 and so on, right? But since then, I haven't been trading BTC really. Just it is kind of not so healthy, right? In this range, it is just moving sideways. Triangular formation, you want to be doing like some scalping, but I just don't want to be, trading a triangular formation. If if we get a breakout, you can take it. If we get a breakdown, you can also take it. But try to trade inside this triangular formation might be very, very dangerous area to be messing with, right? So let's take a look at the MACD. We talked about BTC regarding the MACD not looking so bullish, right? As you can see, MACD already crossed bearish. So right there, okay. So what are we looking for right now? In order to get a very big move, we could be waiting for the MACD to cross bullish again. So we just don't know if we're gonna get the bullish crossover, from this point, right? Or we're gonna get the bullish crossover from this point, somewhere around here. You see what I'm saying? So just bulls, they gotta be cautious, right? Because we can definitely dip down to a low 16 and so on, mid 16, and try to reaccumulate again for another big move to the upside, right? If and only if we find a good support right here. So another fractal also I forgot to mention was like the move we got last year, right? Somewhere around like 17K, not 17 but 7K, right? 71, 72, 74. I was extremely bullish on BTC, like with this flat correction right here. So if you notice well, we could be creating the same exact structure. Okay, we could be creating the same exact structure, get this flat correction. I talked about it back in June 2019. We're going to 11K and so on, 12K. So if we're gonna get the same exact move, you could see like we could anticipate either another fake out to the upside and another push to the downside. That's also very possible. So the 16K area, bulls might not get it directly, from like a 19.3 and so on. So if we get this fake out, right, a big rejection, bulls gonna be very confident to be buying right here, right? So another possibility is like we just get the drop. We don't have to market doesn't have to basically pump to the upside. Just get the drop straight down, and then try to either create a bigger triangular formation or just pump to the upside, right? So either way you look at it, right, best thing to do right now for BTC is like play support and resistance once again, right? So try to play support, buy the dip right here, and try to start taking profits once price start to pump to the upside, because you don't know if you're going to get a triangular formation also right here. So just keep that in mind. The overall structure, once again, market could be moving sideways for the next few weeks. So the next big move, we might not get it, we might not get it right away. But if we get our MACD to cross bullish over the next few days, we might not even worry about like any pattern. Okay, we just know like the market gonna be pushing to the upside regardless of the what type of pattern we could get, if we're gonna get a triangular or if we're gonna get a flat correction like that, right? Like that. You see what I'm saying? So without these two lines, something like that also, right? So keep that in mind, right? Hey, what's up, Chris? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Pi, like 314. Oh, okay, more pi. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 3-day chart. The 3-day chart also basically showing the same exact structure as we got back in 2019 before the big move to the upside, right? Right here, if you take a look at it on a 3-day basis, also like RSI is showing the same exact fractal. You can see like right there, right? And this move we got right here. Okay, so if we're gonna get this dip, it doesn't mean like it is going to be bearish, because the next move could be making a new high, as you can see right there, right here, right after we retrace down. You can see like the next big move did not make a new high on your R side, but we pump to 14k. So that's also possible. We could get this move down here and basically pump to the upside, but our side is still going to make a lower high, right? So it is something like to pay attention to if you like to play the 3-day MACD and the 3-day chart, right? So that's the one factor you want to pay attention to on the 3-day basis, right? On the 2-day basis, it is pretty similar. Okay, one thing we're waiting for is like a support from the 2-day 21 EMA, right? So right here, right there, okay, that's what we're waiting for. We got one right here. Okay, so and you can see like price action was making high highs, right? MACD was making low highs, but we still pumped to the upside after we got got a nice support from the 2-day 21 EMA. I was very bullish that time, right? So we could anticipate something like that, right? So but however, guys, we're going to talk about the bearish setup, because if we break the 2-day 21 EMA, that's not going to look good at all in terms of like the macro structure. So breaking a 2-day 21 EMA, it means like we could be consolidating for the next few weeks once again, right? So we do not want to break the 2-day 21 EMA, especially closing below it. Okay, especially we can retest it, dump below it, but it has to basically maintain a healthy momentum above it, right? Got to get bought up very, very quickly. Otherwise, it could be very, very ugly over the next few weeks. But let's see, okay? Let's see. So let's take a look at the weekly. So weekly, as we talked about it previously, it is still bullish. Nothing crazy going on right now. So I don't see, I really don't see like the bulls letting price drop below 18.2 area. So that's going to look very, very bad. So can we dip next week? Absolutely, okay. But breaking below 18.2 over the next 24 hours, okay, it is not a healthy price action bulls want to be anticipating. So basically more of a sideways correction over the next few hours. So weekly 21 EMA just about like 13.5, so which is 14k. Previous rejection could be acting as a support. As you can see, even back in 2017, we could not break like 14k. Okay, you can see like we basically dumped down to 14k, got bought up very quickly, could not even close like below like 13,888, right? You can see right there. So that's the same exact level we could not break above back in 2019. So it is going to be a very, very good support area, a very, very good support area, if and only if we're going to drop down to those levels, right? So you could be expecting like more people to try to buy just about like a 14k area. So if price action decides to dump down to that level. Volume, I like to use it on Binance. So so volume last week volume was pretty good, but still let's do this. Last week volume was pretty good, just about like the 670,000. That's a lot, man. That's what we used to get back in right there. Okay, that's what we used to get at 14K. At 14K, we were getting like 400,000 volume. Okay, 680,000 volume. That's what we got exactly at the at the peak. So I was like, man, that's a lot. But take a look at it right now. We're getting the same type of volume, 680,000. So, it is a lot, but let's check the previous monthly volume. Previous monthly volume looks pretty convincing. Okay, that's why I'm saying like it is market is still bullish. Okay, regardless if you want to buy some cheap BTC or not, it is very, very bullish right now. Okay, it doesn't mean the trend gonna change over time, right, over the next few weeks, few months, but as of now, looking at the market, right, this sucker can pump. Okay, it can pump to some crazy numbers, right? So it can pump to some crazy numbers. So breaking 10K now going to be the biggest challenge for the bears. Not even 14K, breaking 14K going to be challenge number one, right? And breaking 10K going to be the next big challenge. Okay, but no upside resistance. So as we talk about it, right, on the 50-day cycle before this candle closed, we said zero resistance. Okay, we don't have any resistance all the way up to 20K, and if we break 20K, the next big number to basically look for going to be 30K. I mean, most people are going to be waiting for 30K and so on. So but the 50-day cycle is going to close next week. So let's see. So it's going to be the last week of the 50-day cycle. So yeah, this sucker is very, very bullish, man. So a 6 hour getting rejected. That's pretty okay. So that's the best area to be. That's the best level to be watching right now. Okay, I don't think like buying the top right now, 1920K, is a good idea. Okay, but it could definitely get the flat correction we've been anticipating, right? Right there, we said we're gonna drop, we're gonna pump, we're gonna drop back down, just like Ethereum. So point 786 going to be at 17K. So that's going to be a good area to keep an eye on. 17K exactly, right? Just about 16.99 whatever, but 17K exactly. So let's take a look at it. It is going to be a nice just about 10 to 11% dump, right? If that's the case. I mean, yeah, 14K. I mean, I'm just showing you what the chart is saying. It might not be possible, but just I'm keeping an eye on it, right? Just in case we break like 16K. 14K is basically weekly 21, right? You cannot ignore your weekly 21 EMA, right? So most people are going to be like 14K is not possible, but your weekly 21 EMA is at 14K right now. So if we get rejected next week and start a new downtrend, right? All of a sudden like 14K going to be possible. It all depends like what we're looking at, right? If the market is up, going up, we tend to say, hey, we can never drop down below 14K, right? It's kind of like back in 2020 when BTC was at 15K, right? Not even 20K, like right there. I remember December, early December 2017. Most people have been saying, oh, we're never gonna drop down below 10K, right? So, and BTC said, hold on one second. So I think right now, we just have to watch our, weekly 21 EMA. It is going to be moving very fast, so it's going to catch up at some point. It is going to catch up. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum weekly time frame pretty bullish, right? So no sign of reversal, pretty big volume on the weekly basis, but we got a big sell volume right there for Ethereum, just about like 430 down to like a 300 range. That's going to be the next big support area, right, for Ethereum right there. Okay, that's going to be the next level of support before that's going to be the next level of support before any dump below it. But it is bullish, it is pretty much very bullish on the weekly, big volume, still making high highs, high lows. Weekly 21 just about like 413. So we got a nice 40% dump previously when Ethereum was like 500 range, right? We dumped all the way down to like 300 range. So and that was a 40% dump, man. 40% dump. Let's see, let's check 36, right? So but as of now, I don't think like the structure is ready for a 40% dump. Can we get it? Absolutely. But looking at the current structure, just have to wait for a bit. Bulls, bears have to wait for a bit, right? So let's take a look at the 8-hour basis. We've been doing pretty well with Ethereum, since like 410, right? We've been long in this sucker. Okay, so long it, all the way up to 600 took multiple longs, actually 2 longs. Okay, from 410 to like a 480, and from like a 450, 470 all the way up to 550. Okay, 554. It got out, let it pump, it dumped right back down to like 500. We said, okay, we were waiting for another retest of 500. We're gonna take it from this range, and then we're going to take it back up to 480, 600 range, right? 580 to 600 range. So right now we're just waiting again, right, to see if Ethereum going to follow BTC. Can either dip down here, just about 500 to a 480 area. We could get a wick, okay, especially on the 12-hour basis. We got the 12-hour 100 EMA just about like 490. So I think like Bull's going to be very confident and buying at 490 to a 520 area. Okay, I don't think it is going to be a V shape because you're going to get some sideways correction anyway. So I don't think it's going to be a V shape. So it could be anywhere around this area, just like that. So we did not hesitate. We just took it, bang. All right. So, but that's what I see for Ethereum on a lower degree. So, and as you can see, volume is decreasing right there on the 12-hour, and price is making a high highs, high lows. That's not pretty impressive, right? So support area to look for right there. If bulls lose control, of 570, bears can definitely take it down to support area 500 range, right? So it's support level. And once again, can be anywhere around this area. So it's not, I'm not looking for exact numbers, right? So Ismail, XRP, let's take a look at Ether on the daily first before we move on to XRP. Yep, so as you can see, Ether and BTC, both of them we bought at the daily 21, so could not break it. So right there. So next support, daily 100, over the next few, next big support, not right now. So keep an eye on it for the next dump, because market gonna dump. Even if it pumps like a 800, right, it is still gonna drop down. So you're gonna be keeping an eye on your moving averages right there. So just in case, this range now gonna create a big support, right? Even if it dumps from like 800, 600 going to be a very good support, 600 to 500. And we talked about it before the move, right? We said we don't have any support resistance from like 500 to 600. So once we pump to that area, the move we're gonna create right here, right, going to be the next big support, right? That's going to be the next big support. So let's see what the XRP Moonboy is talking about right now. So XRP, I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about XRP on the lower degree. We said pay attention to your trend line right here, right? This trend line from this support area of 40 cents, we dipped down to like 45 again, and now dipping down again to the same support area. So it is a very ugly triangle, but it is a triangle, right? So we could be getting a breakout very soon from XRP. So keep an eye on XRP. Upside target to look for, once again, it is going to be this 74 to 69 area. That was our initial target when XRP was right there, right? We did hit like 68 something, right? Could not push above like 73, 74. So let's see. Okay, however, something you got to keep in mind also is like, we don't have to make a it doesn't have to be a triangular formation also, right? It could be a wedge pattern. You don't know yet. Okay, we can get the breakout. If not, it could be a wedge pattern. You got to be ready for both of them, right? Okay, got to be ready for both of these patterns, right? Because you got your 8-hour 100 EMA just about like 46. So XRP going to be a buy in this area. If BTC drops down to 16K, XRP decides to follow, right? It is going to be a good buy right there. Okay, it is going to be a good buy, and it is going to be a bull flag anyway, right? So you're going to call it a falling wedge. So my initial setup, the setup I was looking for from XRP initially was like this move, okay? Just like BTC, right? Pump back up and drop right back down. However, we pump right here, making a small bull flag. It is still a bull flag, as you can see right there. You see the bull flag we got right now, right? And pump into the upside, we could get the same bull flag on the bigger, on the on a bigger pattern, right? In this bigger pattern. So basically breaking out to the upside right here, right, and still pump to the upside, right, and drop right back down. That is also a valid pattern before the push to the upside. So you got three things to watch right now on XRP. Right, you got your triangular formation, which is, you know, a 50-50 thing, right? It can break out, right? And then you're going to be looking for retest of 74 and even up to like 78. It all depends on volatility, right? And after that, if we get the rejection, you're going to look for your second pattern, which is like this one right here, okay? And another drop right here, right? Right? Makes sense? However, if you don't break like 63, you just forget about the flat. You just look for your wedge pattern, okay? Because you don't have any support, like in terms of like yes, you got a support right here, but what I'm trying to say is like you don't have any reference point, right? Your only reference point is going to be the 8-hour 100 EMA, which is just about like 46, right? If it wick down to 36, that's going to be, you know, a steal. Why 46? Because $36.40 is going to be 50% pullback. Okay, it is still going to be contained in your wedge pattern, right? It is still going to be contained. It can wick down here before doing it. So overall, XRP chart is bullish. It is like we just have to deal with the corrective nature of it. That's why I don't trade XRP every day, because, you know, when XRP was making this nonsense, I did not touch it, right? Did not touch it. It was actually right here, okay? We said we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till basically XRP breaks above 27, and we're going to take it to the moon, right? And that's what we did exactly. And if you notice the structure we got right here, I was very bullish on XRP right here. You can see the flat correction we got, 1, 2, and 3, right? That's a flat correction. I just tried to show you. Sometimes they can play out, sometimes they don't, right? So, but this one we did long it from 25, right, to basically 30 cents. We got out because I wasn't just sure if, you know, we're going to be pushing to the upside. Because remember, this move is basically a flat correction. It is a bullish pattern, right? It is a bullish pattern. So, and if you take a look at XRP, right now it seems like you're basically replicating the same structure you got right here. When we were making this triangular formation right here, it did, you know, end up giving you this move right there. So, and I was bullish on it too. So I think best thing to do is just wait for, you know, to buy a support, and I'll try to take it to the moon after that. Yeah, I was a moon boy right here with this pattern, and VChain was giving us the same pattern also. VChain, BNB at the same time, Litecoin, all of them, you know, were making the same exact pattern. So I was like, okay, market is going to be a bullish, but this sucker just decided to dump right back down 50% to a 0.618. Let's double check. As you can see, right, we dumped right back down to 0.618 and accumulate all, you know, in this range for like almost 8 weeks, from like September all the way up to November. September, October, 2 months, okay? So just be cautious, right? Because I think like the sideways correction could last for a very long time, right? So, you know, could last for a very long time, right, before we do this. So I think that is it for XRP. Let's check XRP on the macro scale. I don't know why Poloniex is not running. So XRP macro scale, yes, XRP macro scale is back in a bull mode, right? That's a 50-day cycle. I mean, most of the time I don't talk about XRP on in terms of like a 50-day cycle, but check the monthly. On a monthly basis, it is very, very, very bullish, man. Like, I don't know, but as of now, it is very, very bullish. Okay, so and breaking the falling wedge was a big challenge for the XRP bulls, right? Now staying above this wedge pattern, even if we dip down, guys, we just don't want to dip below the monthly 21. We know XRP above the monthly 21, it is bullish. Below the monthly 21, it is bearish. Okay, so that's just one thing you just gotta remember all the time. Okay, whenever you see XRP above the monthly 21, just start looking for some moonshots, right? And this one is not like any type of monthly pump. You can see like we pump above the monthly 21, pretty much like over like 150%. Okay, it is big. Okay, last time we pumped like 80%. This one was like 20-30%, right? This one is like 160% almost, right? That's pretty big, man. So on a monthly basis, we don't have any other resistance, guys, really. But like $2, okay, $2. If you just play the monthly basis, you don't want to sell till we basically break like, start selling till we break like $2 range, right? And right there, you can see like big support right here. Okay, remember when we talk about like 13 cents, 11 cents? That's why we talk about XRP 13 cents, not just because XRP was dumping and all of that good stuff. We said this range right there, 13 to 11, going to be the key area to be looking at. Okay, to be watching over the next few weeks, few months, when XRP was right there. Okay, right there actually, right here, October and all of that back last year. Remember Swell, right? The Swell conference, everybody was expecting moonshot. I was like, man, we're not mooning. I like XRP, but when you take a look at the monthly time frame, we could not break above the monthly 21 EMA, so that's very bad. Okay, that's very bad. I had a short right here too, but this sucker hit my stop loss right there, just about like 30, 34, 32, 34 range, right? I was trying to keep it all the way down to 11, but this sucker just kicked me out and dumped all the way down to 11. And it just hit my stop loss. I was like, man, this sucker probably saw my stop. Just hit it and then dump right back down. More pie. MJ in the house. Jude Moonboy in the house, man. XRP is still waiting for 589. Jude, you better be taking profits at, start taking profits at $2. I'm not saying it cannot go higher, but if you take some profits at $2, it's gonna dip at least 15 to 20%, right? Drop down to 180, stuff like that, 175, and then you're gonna reaccumulate. But it looks beautiful, man. That's the only thing I can say right now for the XRP chart. It looks very, very nice. Very, very nice. So let's move on to Litecoin. Let's take a look at it right here. So Litecoin, I don't talk about Litecoin on a monthly basis, but it is pretty similar to the XRP chart. That's a very, very big volume. I haven't been talking about it on a monthly basis, but it is a very, very big volume, guys. So So support area to be looking for Litecoin, it is going to be just about like 65, 66. And if I'm not mistaken, right, the weekly 21 EMA and 100 EMA, right, they're just about like 67 and 66. So I think like Litecoin got a very good support right here. Okay, the trend line right here, we respected it. Kind of ugly, but you can see, all right, you know what I mean, right there. Yeah, right, yep. As you can see, like it respected the trend line. Primary support, right, going to be low 60s to mid 60s area. Okay, volume looks pretty nice, guys. So if we're gonna be breaking out to the upside, 150 going to be the next range, right there, 140 to 150. Okay, support low 60s, right? Support low 60s. And for like, let's say for any reasons, right, market decides to move sideways over the next few weeks, few months, we could see a big triangular formation from XRP. I mean from Litecoin. If that's the case, right, we could be looking for another big dip right here, right? But that's more like a macro structure, not like you know, something I'm expecting in December or even January, right? Unless something crazy happens, right? Market dumps like 60%, 70%, right? But a dip down to low 60s, mid 60s is going to be nice, right? A breakout to the upside, 140, 150 area. Pretty easy, okay? Everything looks pretty nice. So the biggest challenge was like to close above the weekly 100 EMA for Litecoin. As you can see right there, okay, you know, we did get a big breakout and dump right back down to retest it. Okay, but if you check the Litecoin you know, lower degree, it looks pretty nasty. Okay, it doesn't look beautiful like Ethereum chart, right? So but you know, we were bullish on Litecoin right here, 57, 58, upside target 91, right? It did hit like 93, okay? It dipped back down to the you know, 21 EMA on the 6 hour. We bought the dip right here, you know, after we longed it from 58, pumped to 76, dropped right back down to 68, bought the dip right there and pumped all the way up to retest the top. Even right here, we did long Litecoin right there, okay? 69, 68, right, again, all the way up to 82, was like 0.618. Took some profit at 50%. Did not expect it to push to retest the top because I did not expect Litecoin to be that strong like Ethereum. I think only Litecoin, Ethereum, XLM, ADA, let's see, Tether, Compound retested the top, like the late November top. Very few alt retested the November 25th top. Okay, Neo did not, you know, Atom did not, and many others alt did not retest it. So, but Litecoin, you know, the Litecoin bulls did a good job retesting the 93, 92 area, right? So, but short term, once again, right, as you can see, similar to BTC, right, we're looking for this move down, right? Makes sense, right? So it's not a bearish move, it's just sideways, guys. So as you can see, this move was, you wouldn't be panicking if you didn't understand what was going on, and we did call it. We said Ethereum gonna drop. So if we expect Ethereum to drop 25%, 20%, you gotta expect Litecoin to do the same thing, okay? And then we're gonna get this move, and this move is a signature move for Litecoin. If you go back in 2019, one of the reasons why, you know, I was so bullish on BTC at 7K was like Litecoin, was because of Litecoin right there. Okay, was a pretty bullish move, okay? And you can see like Ethereum also just created the same pattern before the breakout to the upside, right? So right here, this wedge pattern. Also, you know, another one right here at the bottom, right? You can see this one, similar structure, right? Sideways, bang, bang. After that, it got pretty choppy though. After this move, it got pretty choppy, but yeah, I remember calling Litecoin like $22, and people were like, man, Litecoin $20 again? Never again. But so let's go ahead and take a look at ADA. So ADA is pretty much similar to the rest of the crypto, just moving sideways, nothing bullish, just sideways. Okay, it's not bearish, but we could be in a triangular formation once again, right? Could be dipping down here. Okay, not sure how long we're gonna stay in this triangle, right? But let's see if, let's do this. I don't know if you guys remember our ADA setup, because ADA started the pump from this area and it pumped right there in our premium. I think Aldo was long in it, so I was like, Aldo, look for this move, and then we're gonna look for the 1335. I didn't expect, honestly, I did not expect this sucker to pump to 20 cents or 18 cents. So I was like 13.5 range, okay, just to try to anticipate a rejection from like 15. But this sucker, you can see it pump all the way up there to that range. So if you took some profits, right there, you can see you're not missing anything. This sucker dumped right back down to support. Okay, almost like 40% dump, right? 40% dump, just like Ethereum, from 500 back down to like a 3 something, right? Yeah, it doesn't look pretty nice to be, to trade it right now. Just wait. Let's take a look at ADA BTC. So ADA BTC kind of is a little bit bullish, right? So I think it is still a, it is still a hold, ADA BTC, until we break basically a 700. But as of now, it is still a hold all the way down to like, 750 and so on, and then we could be looking for this move. However, if we break like 700, we could see a retest of the bottom right there before any challenge of any type of move to the upside, right, which could be very challenging. So double top, not a double bottom yet. So, but ADA BTC is still a hold, right? So if you only care about your BTC, so ADA BTC is still a hold. Let's take a look at the dollar. I'm still expecting a reversal from the dollar, but this sucker is just not looking so great, right? So looking for some sort of a pullback. It is at the trend line area, so it makes sense. We're expecting a dollar reversal. We're expecting a possible BTC retracement down to 12-hour 100 EMA. 12-hour 100 EMA, it is your basically daily 50 EMA, right? So not just to avoid like having too many EMAs. So, but it is your daily 50 EMA. So we could expect like some sort of reversal from the dollar at some point, right? You're welcome. More pies. More pies. Well guys, we got 29 watching, we got 11 likes. If you enjoy the content, make sure to don't forget to hit the likes, especially if you're if you're an XRP fan. Maybe only the XRP moon boys already hit the likes, like Jude and all of that good stuff, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at ALTCOIN. Let's take a look at it on Bittrex. I mean, Dodge, it is at all-time low. So I don't trade Dodge, right? It's not like I don't like it or anything. It's just I don't trade it. I don't have any. But looking at Dodge at all-time low, like 2014 lows, guys, it looks pretty impressive right now to be buying some Dodge right now. So to me, it is a good hold, right? Can we break the support area? Yes, it can break it, but looking at the market structure, even if like bears break the 15 sats range, I mean, it's not going to zero, right? Okay, it's not going to zero. So you can see that November 2017, right? Dodge pumped so hard, right? So just in 1 month, right? You can see that this sucker did like a 500% up. Okay, like 2 months, something like that, right? So I wouldn't be messing with it right now, just not to short it or any of that nonsense, right? So it is still a good hold, right? Wouldn't mind even buying myself in this area, just in case we get a 500% pump. But guys, one coin we all gotta keep an eye on is like VeChain. I talk about it, guys. I know most of you guys been following my channel long enough to remember when I was saying buy VeChain. Okay, right there. Okay, September, October, I told you guys buy VeChain, right? And it pumped to resistance. I was like, guys, leave it alone. Okay, now not time to be messing with VeChain. We're gonna buy again around like 30 to 40 sats, right? It dumped down here. I was like, guys, time to be messing with VeChain again. But right now, okay, and it pumped all the way up to like over 200. I was like, guys, don't mess with that moon boy analysis. 100x, it's gonna dump again. So just go back to BTC, right, and basically stay with BTC. And once this sucker dump right back down to 0.786 to 0.888, we're gonna start accumulating. So right now it is a good time to be keeping an eye on VeChain, right? So let me just remove this because we already hit the 60 range, right? On a weekly basis, it might not be aggressive yet. I don't pay attention to the weekly most of the time for this alt to BTC pairing. I just pay attention to my 3-day chart, right? And you take a look at the 3-day, MACD already saying, hey, I'm about to take off. Okay, and once I start pumping, you're not gonna stop me. Okay, and you don't want a dollar cost average when it's pumping. You want a dollar cost average when it's dropping. Okay, so I do like VeChain in this range. Okay, can it drop lower? Yes, it is time to be dollar cost averaging. You don't want to, once again, you don't want to buy here and dollar cost average all the way down here, right? It drops like 80%. Right here, right, 0.786 to 0.888. You start dollar cost averaging when you say, like, when we said buy VeChain around like 60, right here. Okay, if we get this move, that's going to be a plus. We don't have to get it, but if we get it, that's just going to be a bonus, right? And we could be anticipating the slow reversal back up. Okay, I like it above the 3-day 21. I'm not just sure, right, how long we're gonna stay in this range with the bull flag, it can be a bull flag for like a very long time also, and you're gonna be very pissed. But you just have to be very patient, okay? And then and if we're gonna be creating a higher high, right, we could anticipate a possible, you know, crypto, they love what? They love trend lines, okay? Crypto traders. So we could anticipate a big, you know, a big trend line resistance, right? But if you want also, you could also, you know, be looking for this rejection right there. I'm not saying we're gonna break this resistance, but we could also, you know, anticipate a possible rejection, take profits right there, and if it dump right back down, we can add on and take it to the moon, right? But I like VChain in 2021, right? These are the moon analysis you want to get when these coins, you know, when they dumping, not like when they pumping, okay? Hey, what's up? Tech skills. I don't analyze forex though. I don't do forex. I was thinking about doing forex like this year, but I was so busy with this crypto market, right? So I'm pretty comfortable with. I do stocks. I'm pretty comfortable with crypto. So we already talked about LTC USD. So we said keep an eye on low 60s. Okay, low 60s is going to be a very good support for Litecoin, right? So, and upside target going to be 140 if and only if we break out above $100, right? But once again, we do not want to break let's go back to Litecoin. I was a Litecoin moon boy at some point before I became an XRP moon boy. So Litecoin, what we said is pretty simple, right? Look for the weekly 100 EMA, right? It moves pretty slow, so I don't like to trade Litecoin with these you know, small moves, 2%, 1%, and all of that good stuff. So support once again going to be low 60s to mid 60s, weekly 21 EMA, down to the weekly 100 EMA, right? To weekly 100 EMA down to the weekly 21. Weekly 21 is the yellow line, right? So hopefully you guys can see it right here. If bulls manage to break the 95, 96 range, no more resistance, guys. We got a small resistance just about 106. So if we get to 106, 110, it is a very good, we got a very good chance to dip down again below $100. So before pumping to the 140, 150 range. Or let's take a look at, or I don't know this coin, but I mean it's on Binance. I mean that's bullish, man. That's bullish. You see this structure right there, right? Most of the time I don't hesitate, right? It doesn't work all the time, but this pattern, guys, you can just make a living off this pattern. Okay, it is bullish. Okay, it is bullish. So we could be looking for a break above 360. If we get a break above 360, could be looking for 1.41 to 1.618 up to 1.41, which is like $4 upside target. Okay, looks pretty bullish, man. That's the only thing I can see right now. It doesn't have much of a history to do like a weekly analysis, so. But once again, you can never trust the market, right? 100%, right? Support level to look for, if we get rejected, it is going to be right here. Okay, look for the $3 support area if price doesn't break above 3.6, right? So look for the excuse me. So yeah, so it is bullish. All right, let's see. That's a nice 20% move. Let's take a look at XLM. I mean, XLM BTC, let's check XLM BTC first. So XLM BTC hit my target right there, right? And we got this set up when XLM was, I think, like 1100, right? So we're gonna be looking for 950 to 850. So we bullish on XLM in my group, right? So it is a buy XLM BTC. Okay, it is a buy. Looking for this the next move to the upside. Can it fail? Yes, because we got 0.618 right here. So even if we break the 50% pullback, we could be adding back to we could be buying again at 750, 760 area, but looks pretty strong right now. So let's see. But XLM USD, kind of reminds me of I don't know if you guys remember AVE, right? When we analyzed AVE back then, and we were waiting for AVE to break out above the trend line. Similarly, okay, similar structure. It could dump down to the 8-hour 8-hour 100 EMA. If not, we got the 6-hour right there, right? It could dump right here. So, but you're gonna be like, you bullish on XLM BTC, but you are bearish, not bearish, but looking for a retracement from XLM USD, right? I mean, that's possible because we're expecting BTC to probably retrace down, right? So that could drag down the XLM USD for a possible 15%. That's very possible, right? So, but it might not affect a lot the XLM BTC pair, right? Might affect it like 5-6%, something like that. But a break above this range is going to be nice. Okay, not sure if we're gonna get the double bottom, break above it, or we're gonna get this move, get the double bottom here. Okay, before getting back up to the moon, going back up to the moon. So XLM BTC, we've been bullish on XLM BTC around like 400 sats. So it's not like we are pumping XLM BTC. NDM84. I mean, resistance at 21 to 22. You can see it right there. If you like it, I mean, if you want to hold it the entire 2021, you might get better sell price, right? You might sell it at a better price. As it doesn't have any resistance right now, all the way up to basically 34 cents, really. And RSI on the 2-day basis, no divergence, nothing. So to me, it is just consolidating. Take a look at the volume. Sell volume is pretty low, right? So that's pretty bullish, man. That's really, really bullish. So it is a good hold, right? If you want to buy, you want to be buying right there. Okay, or even down to the 21 EMA, right? Depending where you want to enter. Okay, but 2-day looks pretty nice. Oh, you bought at 18 cents. Oh, you bought the top. Okay. I mean, just huddle, man. I mean, that's the only thing I can tell you. It's not the top, because the top for 88, I mean, XLM is like 80 cents. So if depends if you're short-term trading, if you're long-term huddler. I mean, I think 18 cents is 18 cents is pretty cheap, man. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I don't think XLM is like more than 4 billion market cap right now, right? It's like maybe 2-3 billion, right? You know, it could pump like 100 billion market cap. So let's take a look at the pound. So the pound now, it is at resistance right now, right here. Cannot break it. So on a 2-day basis, right? So we were bullish right here on the pound. So that's when we said look for the pound to push back up, right? Try to retest like resistance. Got rejected right here, right? You can see like the structure we're making right now on BTC. Same thing on the pound right here, right? BTC dumped back down to 16K, pump back up to like a 20K. Can we get this move back down from the pound? That's very possible. Okay, that's very possible, but we don't have any sign of a reversal so far. So we just have to wait. We just have to wait for the, you know, for price action to break the at least daily 21. Let's check the daily. So price is still above the daily 21. So as long as we stay above the daily 21, it is pretty bullish, right? Even though it is at resistance. A break below the daily 21, this sucker could be dumping right back down, right? Right here. And it makes perfect sense, right? Because we're expecting the dollar to pump back up to like 94 and so on. So it makes sense for the pound to reverse at some point, right? So let's take a look at the dollar. So you can see we're expecting the dollar to reverse, right? And we're expecting the pound to reverse also. So hey, what's up, Cannibal Def? Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. You bought bought a 6 figs of XLM. That's good for you, man. I mean, yes, thanks a lot. Okay. I mean, so my calls are pretty. I give you guys macro call. I know most moon boys give you guys like, short term call. They only call for XRP pump. When XRP is pumping. I told you we're gonna hit 80 cents, right? Told you XRP 80 cents like back in October, like last year. Right? I was like, guys, just buy the dip. We can dip all the way down to 11 cents. And most people got mad at me because I called like XRP 11 cents. I'm like, I'm just telling you what I see in front of me. I can tell you we're gonna pump to 589, right? Like what Jude wants me to tell him every day. So, but most of my call are pretty much a macro call, right? Yeah, once again, man, we can't hit $10 XRP. It is not gonna. I don't think we're gonna get it in the within the next few weeks, few months. But I see XRP like 300 billion market cap. So last bull run we picked at 120. 3 times 120, that's like 360. 360 billion. I mean, that's like over $10 right now. So that would be over $10. So I don't know if you're going to be able to wait or not, but it is what it is, right? I mean, just watch the just watch my short-term analysis, right? I think 20K is, it's basis of 19K, man. Unless you're doing like scalping, right? But I don't think we're gonna hit 20K tonight. I could be wrong, right? But I don't see 20K tonight. Can we get 20K tomorrow, next week? Yes. Let's take a look at euro. I never done euro. Let's see. I never traded euro. I mean, 12 hour, you got a small bull flag right there above the 12 hour. Let's check the 8 hour. Nice bull flag. So we'd be looking for a retest of the top right here, right? But my only concern is like this move could also be a corrective structure, retest the bottom, break it before pumping back there. But your resistance is going to be just about like 92 area, 92.8, right? So and not sure if on the bigger picture you could get this move right there, right here, right? Retest this big range. So first challenge is going to be a 92.8, second challenge is going to be a 95, right? Let's check gold. I'm starting to be bullish on gold, again. You're bearish on gold around like 1900, right? And we said So I don't know if you guys remember our previous analysis. Let me just clean up the chart, right? So because gold, we basically nailed it, right? When gold was making this structure, we said right, we said that's a bearish structure, right? Most people, most people were bullish, right? And we said we're gonna drop, we're gonna get this wedge pattern, and then we're gonna drop, right? But we did not get the drop right away. What happened next, right? We get this corrective structure right here, right? And now we're dropping. Okay, we got this move, a retest of roughly around like a 16.3 probably, right? But it is very close to target, which is like this structure right here, right? That's basically support area. It just hit like 1763, so it can drop all the way down to 1680, right, which is like the bottom of the trend line. But as of now, it is bullish right now. We can get the reversal at any given time right now. I don't think it is going to be a V shape. It could be a wedge pattern first, right, like that, right? Create a divergence on your MACD and RSIs, right? You're going to get a divergence, right, on your indicators, and after that you could be looking for this move. But it is accumulated. I'm not saying it is going to play out like this. All I'm saying is we got 1, 2, 3. We could get a wedge pattern right here before breaking out. That's very possible. It doesn't have to be a wedge pattern. Once again, it could be a double top, double bottom, 50% pullback before reversing also, right? Could be something like this, kind of like that right here, right? You can see it pump, drop, pump, and retrace down 50% before pushing to the upside. Thanks a lot. Okay. XRP USD will price hold further on Binance? I don't know what you mean. Hi Mohammed, I just check the pound USD. Oh, centric CNS. I don't know what you mean. What do you think? But hopefully you mean like this sucker. Looks like it's about to be a bullish row. Very low volume. That's pretty clear. Like daily, still a low volume. So still making our low highs, high lows. So I mean low high, low lows. That's pretty bearish. No sign of reversal yet. Can we get a round bottom formation? We could, okay, but you just don't know how deep your bottom going to be. It could be like this too, right? So but as of now, can't do any charting on this move, right? Can we get a wedge pattern like what we just talked about regarding gold? Yes, we could get something like this. We're breaking out upside, but as of now, it seems like just hurdle, right? It's not something like to trade. All right, Ryan, thanks a lot. Let's go back to BTC. It's almost an hour. Market is pretty red, man. Like, let's see. Yeah, everything is red. Nearly 80% of the coins. Only like I think not BNB, but Zilliqa is bullish right now. 2% up. XRP 4% up. Let's check Monero BTC back to support, but it seems like Monero wants to drop lower with this flat correction right here. could do something like this, right? So, but it is almost at accumulation again, right? We said sell Monero right here and buy back right here. So even if you sold Monero BTC, right, not USD, like you sold all your Monero into BTC and you buying right now, you're going to be buying more Moneros because Monero is down like what, like 40%. Even though Monero price action in terms of dollar, it is roughly the same, right? You're still gonna get more Monero at 130, 120. Even though you sold at 130 right here, you still get buying back more Monero at 130. But it means like you had to basically go into BTC, not USD. Let's go back to BTC, guys. Like sucker is dumping. Check the hourly. Yeah, it looks like support area going to be 1900 again. Yeah, I forgot to mention it during my live stream, not live stream, during my short-term analysis. I was like, okay, I'm gonna show you guys the bullish pattern on the lower degree. So if you're looking for a short-term scalp, that's the move you're gonna be looking for. Back to the 19.3 to 19.5, right? It hit like 19.40, 19.350. So this move going to be retesting probably. Let's check the for 21 EMA back down to like low 1900. Yeah, looking at the hourly, we got 21 EMA right there, 100 EMA 1920, 19020. So I mean, last time we got a similar structure right there. Like we did pump. Okay, we did pump. It is the same. Okay, it is the same structure right here. The only difference is like we got a prior move, very impulse, right? So and got a triangular formation. Yes, you could say like we got a big impulse, but we did not have a big dump prior to this big move to the upside. That's the only difference, right? But if we just want to go by the impulse move, right? We could be saying, okay, we got the same impulse move. We could expect like to write the 6 hour 21, beautifully, and then pump to the upside. Right? So, but that might, let's see. We should get an answer. You should get an answer over the next few hours, right? Mm. 15 minutes. 15 minutes, 2100 EMA, just about 16.1. So breaking support. I mean, 1880, 880. That's going to be a temporary support. With these moves, right? BC loves to retest the double bottom. Okay, just like I can show you multiple one of them, right? Back in the big pump. For this big move, kind of like what we had right here, pump dump right here. We had another one right here too, right there, back in May, I mean July, right, when we created the this flat correction right there. It was bullish, right, and then we did this, but guess what, we dumped right back down, right? So, and you can see like the structure we got right here. That's what we're anticipating right now, right there, right? That's what we're saying we could possibly make. So basically retesting this range could definitely create the same structure before pumping, and not even sure we're gonna pump because it could be a sideways correction. But what we're saying is like the pattern going to be bullish. Is it going to be successful? That's going to be a big question. We're gonna take a look at it if we get it. It's not guaranteed it is going to play out, right? Yeah, that's a very interesting pattern. Yeah. Yeah, but this range is just noise, so it can do this, do that, do this, do that, and so, and you're gonna be, you're gonna be very pissed because price action is not making, is not making any pattern. It could give you something like this, and you're gonna be like, man, I wasn't waiting for this, right? I'm waiting for a dump, so I'm waiting for a pump, just be patient, right, with this triangle. Just be patient with it. Just be patient with it. Be patient with it. Be patient with it. And let's go ahead and talk about BTC on macro scale and take a look at the extensions. I think I talked about it previously, but that was like if you just search like send crypto BTC 80K, you can find it, right? That was like last year, right? And I think that's when I talk about XRP also like to $50, but let's see. All right, I don't think we're gonna hit $50 next bull run, but we can get definitely 100x. But the extension I'm looking for BTC is like the previous move, right? If you notice well, the big move from like $2 up to like 1100, right? We had a nice extension of 80% of that move, right? You see what I'm saying? So basically this move, right, we got an extension 80% of it, and that gave us basically the 20k exactly, which is like 0.76 pullback, right? 0.76 extension. And if we're going to be expecting similar structure in this bull run, right, if we're going to be expecting similar structure this bull run, right, it means like right there, not 80%, but 1-to-1 extension actually, right? 1-to-1 extension, we already got 80%. 1-to-1 extension going to be just about like 80k, depending on how you want to draw it. If you want to draw it accurately, right, you could get something like 80 to 90k, right? Right here, let's draw it. So you're looking at like almost 90k. Okay, so that's the next level to really watch for the next like few years, right? I'm not saying we're gonna hit it like in 2021, but the extension is there. Okay, can we even pump above it? Yes, but 1-to-1 extension is pretty safe, right? So and if you want to be very aggressive, you could be looking for a similar structure, right, which is like 80% extension of the previous bull run. It is going to be just about like 130, 140. Okay, so you could be looking for like 90 to like 140 range for the next like Bitcoin bull pick. Okay, it doesn't mean, once again, I'm not saying it's not gonna go above it. All I'm saying is, based on these extensions, if we're in a bull market, that's going to be a good range to look for. And remember, even like if BTC drops down, okay, 6k, 7k, whatever, it's not going to change anything about the pick. See what I'm saying? So because the extension is based on the 3k bottom. So if BTC does something like this, right, three-way move pullback, do that, it is still, the extension is still going to be valid, right? So hey man, nice. On the macro wise, it is a It is a breakout, kind of like Microsoft, what I'm looking for Microsoft to do right now on the let me show you the Microsoft chart. So it is a breakout. So yeah, so expecting a breakout from Microsoft to the upside up to 250. It can still break down, but if we can get the breakout above like let's say 220, definitely, you know, we could be pumping above like 250 and so on. So similar structure. Hey, what's up, Imran? It's been a while. INJ. I mean, it doesn't have enough history, but it is a bullish pattern as of now. You got your WXY correction, corrected all the way down nearly to 0.618, and the current move we're looking at, it could be a possible 5-way structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, assuming like it is done, and we could get another dip down, another 50% to a 0.618 pullback, which could be somewhere around like 135 all the way down to like 123. That's one way of looking at it, right? But the overall structure is bullish, right? But another possible kind of bullish but at the same time bear setup is like you could get this move back down here, okay, and get this big move before pumping to the upside. So be cautious with it, right? But the overall structure is bullish regardless which one you get. As long as it doesn't break $1, it is in good hands, right? The bull's gonna take care of it. But below $1, that's it. You gotta go back down here probably, right? So you can just replay it to see both setups, right? Both are pretty bullish. But I know it could be very painful to see, price action to drop here, right? But the move gonna be bigger, okay? The move gonna be bigger. Could get pushed back up to above $2 after that. 1-to-1 extension. But I would just focus with this one, right? That's you got your W, X, Y correction, right? And then you got your 5-wave impulse. That's it. Alright, I will check it out. NJ. XRP downside macro level to watch. I know XRP moon boys don't want to hear it, but if we get rejected, guys, I don't think like 10 cents gonna hold. sucker could basically make us suffer for another few months by dropping all the way down to like 0.618 on the macro scale, right? So let's go back on the macro scale. Everything looking pretty bullish right now. Everything looks great, right? But the macro scale, you know, if we get a delay in our bull run, I'm gonna be patient, right? We could see another dump right here, which is 0.618. Okay, right now we all want to be, we all want to see XRP to pump, right? However, we also got to think about it, guys. It is not something like we decide whether XRP going to pump or not. It's not upon us to basically decide what market going to be doing. But that's a macro view, all right? Don't worry about it right now. I don't even worry about it. It is just something like I'm mentally ready. Okay, I will keep an eye on ING. INJ. ING. I mean, Link is just moving sideways, so it's. I was expecting $18, but got rejected at 16. So. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit the likes and let me know what you think down below the comment section after the end of the video. All right. If you haven't joined the public Telegram group, don't hesitate to join the public Telegram group. Link in the description. Link. Stinky linky. Yeah, man, 2021 could be a good year for the alt. So let's see. One thing we all gotta remember for this alt, they still 80 to 90% down from all-time high. So I think they're still pretty. So Link, what I'm watching right now is like a break above this trend line, right? Remember Ethereum 390, we played it the same way. We waited for Ethereum to break 410, right? Which was like a similar trend line, and we took it all the way up to basically, nearly 500, 480, right? So I'm watching for Link to, for the Link bulls to try to play the same setup. If not, if we break this trend line, next big support going to be $7. So Link doesn't want to break this 12.2 range. Okay, doesn't want to break it. So that's 7% dump. Can it dump down to like 11.3 again? Yes, it can. Okay, because it dumped from $16 all the way down to 11.4. That's 30% dump. So, but structure wise, it's not doing much. We did a good job taking multiple Link a long position, right? Took one from this point right here to that point, right? Took another one right here, right, to that level. We got out. Took one right here to that level, got out. So, but did not take a long right here. I wasn't paying attention to it, so should have took one right here. But right now, if like we can find support or just about like 12.1 or break the trend line right here, it is going to be a long. First resistance line 16, second resistance line 18, right? Remember, link first time we long link was like $10. We were looking for nearly $14. We could not get it, but as soon as we pumped to 12.9, we did got out. We're like, oh, look at this sucker right here. Did not let us go. Right here, this resistance line. On the high time frame, if like we break this trend line once again, 382 is just about like 7.2. That's going to be the next big line of defense for the bulls. Right. I gotta go through the 3-day, also 3-day 100 EMA also, right? But you could look at it in two different ways. You could say that's a bear flag. You could also, say, it is a possible double top, and I'm going for the double top right now, right? Until we basically break the support area right there. If you measure top to bottom of BTC, December 10th to January 5th, I don't know what you're saying. Let's go back to BTC. Let's see, if you measure top to top of BTC by time, December 18th. I mean, I'm assuming like you're talking about the big tops right there, December 18th. But you don't know where is January 5th, right? January 5th could be right here. So oh man, I know, man. No more BTC left, man. Oh my gosh, this sucker is going to 1 million. I don't know what you mean, Mason. From 20K to 14K, yes. What about it? And from 14K to I mean, that's all you got. Are you saying basically right, January 5th, January 5th going to be roughly around like a little less than 21,000. 2016 top. $2016 top was right there. I mean, 2016 top looks like. Oh, I don't do bat pattern. I don't do animals patterns, right? So. I see like these tops, I just cannot relate it to the 2016 top. So okay. If you measure it with time, let's take our time. December. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart. Mason. Mason, are you a moon boy? Okay, December was somewhere around here, right? So you got $350. Not. Oh, okay. I see. Now you're talking. Every 500 days we get a top. So basically, if you say January 5th going to be the top, I can just start from January 5th, right? Right there, right? Let's take a look at the 2-day thing. Now you're talking, Mr. Mason. Yeah, now it makes sense. Now you're talking, Mr. Mason. You got 560 days. Okay, let's get another one. These moon boys not gonna like this time. Got 560 days, right? Give or take, okay, 560, because you know you don't wanna. I'm not trying to be accurate right here, right? Right. So, and what was the last 560 days? Pretty interesting, right? The previous 560 days, Yeah, you did get a top right here, but this wasn't like a real top. You see what I'm saying? So it was still a you know, lower. It was still a lower high, right? The top was right there. So I don't know how you want to relate it to the you know, top of the bull run. But 560 plus 560, you got like what? 1120. That's the moon analysis right there now. No, you didn't get 1120, just about 1060. But I'm gonna be cautious with it, right? Because you only got like 560 days. You got a top, and you're expecting another 560 days. You're gonna get a top, right? That's the only thing I can say. So it's not a repair. It's not a very maybe I need to do more analysis on it, but because you did not get a 500 days to get a top right here, right? You see what I'm saying? A $800 top, but $800 was not a $800 was not a top. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you did not basically make a top and drop like what we did back in 2019, right? You pump, it was still a lower high, right? $800, right? It was still a lower high. It was right before the you know, the retest of the all-time high, right there. So I see what you're saying, right? But this was not a top. It was just a continuation pattern. You know, very bullish right there. You can see it right here. It was a bullish pattern, continuation. So I think if you take like top to bottom, that's better than taking top to top, right? Top to bottom, you got like 360 days, right? And another 450 days right there. That's even longer. Excuse me, top to bottom right there. 260, which is like 450 days candles. But this sucker this time is only 130. That's not a long cycle, so it's only 90 days. I mean, let's see, let's double check. That's 260, right? 130 bars. So cycle right here was like 200 days, roughly 193. I mean, from the bottom right there, from you know, roughly around like, let's say 150 bottom to break all-time high, it took like almost 400 days. Okay, 400 days to break all-time high. $400 degrees. Okay, so right now it took like over 400 days, right? Like almost 700 days, guys. Like over 700 days to break all-time high, which is nearly 50% of what? 50%, almost 50% higher, right? More than 50% higher. I mean, from the bottom, okay? 400 days from the bottom. It's not actually 400, it's like 360 actually. I mean, yeah, 700, sorry, excuse me. 700 days right there. Give or take, right? 720. I mean, Wall Street didn't get in. I mean, Wall Street didn't get into 2014. I mean, I see what you're saying. Every 560 days, we're gonna get a correction, but you gotta get a bottom to get a correction, right? Because anybody can count 560 days. So are you counting the 560 days from where? Where you counting it from, right? Because 560 days from January 5th down, if you count 560 days, yeah, okay, you're assuming that was the top. Okay, you say, oh, that was the top, we get 560 days, but that was only your top. How about this bottom? Why can't we get a 560 days from the bottom right there? You see what I'm saying? That's more like a moon analysis, because if we're gonna get another top right here, 560 days, get a top, right? I mean, we cannot do it in terms of price action. We just have to say 560 days, right? Because you cannot assume like we're gonna break 20K. You can't, right? But you just say, okay, let's say, you know, in terms of time analysis, you're gonna be looking for like a September, 2021, right? I do see what you're saying. I just don't agree with the 560 and the top. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, 560 was right there. The previous 560, give or take, right? Right here, just about like 800, right? But 800 was not a top. Ah, I see what you're saying now. It's like a dump, right? The dump, how much it dumped. 40%. Oh, now I see what you're saying. But still, man, you got 1, 2, 3, and it could possibly be the fourth one with a 40% dump. Now let's see. Okay, let's see. We're gonna talk about during my next live stream. I mean, retail is not buying BTC. I mean, BTC is pretty expensive right now for most people, right? So yes, another thing I forgot to mention is like the 3 weeks chart also just pop out. And it's like a, you know, the 3 weeks cycle closing above 14k was also very bullish, man. Remember the 50-day cycle closing above 10.5 was bullish, right? The 50-day cycle closing above 14k, right, 15k was also very bullish. And right now it doesn't have any resistance, man. Like this circle, you know, so one thing we could, a possible bear setup is like if over the next 3 weeks, right, we could create another one like this. Okay, maybe bear is going to take advantage of it, you know, or something like that, or something like that, or something like that, right? So that could create a bullish possible bullish pattern. Okay, the only time we got, let's see, we got one right here, but we did drop and pumped it upside, right? The only time we got a 3 weeks engulfing candle, right, and price did not drop was like this one right here, right, back in 2017 February, right, $1,200. And the second one was like July, okay, August, when we dropped down but did reverse. So it might take a while to get another one, right? But it is a powerful reversal candle. If it works beautifully, right? But if it doesn't, it can create a lot of damages, right? So for the bears. Yeah, I don't think nobody is talking about BTC right now. I don't think people care about BTC. The thing is, people don't like to, I mean, according to the way I look at the market, right? Once you basically retest one key area, right, and you retest it again, people are not going to get intimidated because you already retested it. Kind of like the 10k area, okay? When BC pumped like 10k was a big deal, okay, pump to 14k was a big deal. After we dumped, you know, 10k 14k was like trading range. It wasn't a big deal, you see what I'm saying? So going back up to 14 and all of that, even going back up to 20, you know, if you're in the market, yes, right, but you know, I don't think it is a it is as big as like if we, you know, pump like up to 50k. I think 50k gonna basically make everybody, you know, start talking about BTC again. $30k probably, right? But we gotta see, the thing is alt not moving. Most retail people, they they just buy alt, right? So, and alt still 90% down, right? If you, let's say you did not hold any BTC back in 2017 and your portfolio is like, you know, 100% alt, you're still like 90% down, okay? If you're not holding like Ethereum, right? Even if you're holding Ethereum, 50% of your portfolio is still going to be 80% down, okay? Everything is, you know, everything is at least, you know, on average 80% down. I mean, let's see, December 15, the 50-day cycle is gonna close on December 16, 17. So you might want to wait at least till the 18th, right? So to get a clear direction. But this cycle is gonna close December 15. Okay, December 15. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I know why this sucker is showing me December 16. I think it's, yeah, it's gonna close December, you know, December 15. You're gonna get like a 15-day cycle, but yeah, don't count it. It could be just a sideways correction the first 15 days. The real cycle going to start like January 1st, but you're gonna get a 15-day cycle in between, right? Which could be just a kind of like that. It's going to be a small candle probably, right? So like that. So just be cautious with the first 15 days of the basically the last 15 days of the year. Be cautious, right? Because as not the 50-day cycle closes, right, you're gonna get a 2-week cycle before you start a new 50-day cycle, because the cycle starts like December 1st. You see what I'm saying? So, and you can only get like what, 2, 4, 6, 7 cycles, right? Because of the 360 days, right? So it's 365, whatever, 364, 363, whatever it is. I mean, Wi-Fi is pretty volatile. It pumps all over the place. So right now it is pretty bullish. So just let's wait and see over the next few weeks, right? Market is pretty red, man. Yeah, pretty red, pretty red. It has a resistance at a 33, 34, and got a big resistance at 40, just about 43,000. But support area to keep an eye on, going to be again just about like low 18,000, right there, low 18,000 back to 20,000 area, right? If we're gonna get this move and a possible move to the upside, I'll be watching for that, right? Remember when it was dropping, we talked about the 8-hour 21, right? 8-hour 100 EMA right there, right? We did talk about this move dropping back down to like 19,000, and next target to look for going to be 27 to 30,000. It hit 19 right there, pumped to 27, 13,000. Now it is accumulating, right? So let's see. Kind of like that. So could make a high low right here. So if we get a dump, so it is gonna get bought up. Yeah, we talk about XRP. Watch the first 15 minutes, right? Yeah, we talk about XRP. So breakout to a look for upside target can go all the way up to 74, 78. Downside target to buy the dip going to be just about your 8-hour 100 EMA, right? You know, below 40 cents going to be very strong buy if it dipped down to a 0.618, right? Yes, you can use flat correction on MACD. That's it is most of the time a very bullish pattern. I think I just noticed one coin was doing a flat correction on MACD. I don't think it is. See, I don't think it is. So let's see. No, yeah, flat correction on MACD is kind of it's kind of complicated. Okay, you gotta get. I thought you meant on your RSI, but on MACD, I think BTC had one on the 2-day chart. Let's go back to BTC. It had one back in on the 5-day chart actually. It had one right here, but the sucker just pumped. You can see it right there. It did not drop. It just continued the uptrend, right? So, but the 5-day MACD, it is something like we talked about right last year. I don't know if you guys remember. We said actually this year we said the 3-day MACD was bullish, right? Bullish divergence. 2-day was also bullish divergence. It gave us a big pump. So we said next MACD to look for, it is going to be your 5-day MACD. If we get a bullish divergence, right, like this, it's going to be pumping. Okay, so not sure if you guys remember, but we did talk about something like this, right? And I think I got it on my trading view, right? So I updated on my trading view. I mean, I did update it also on my YouTube channel. If you just type in Send Crypto MACD, right, you're gonna find it. We talk about the 5-day MACD double bottoming, you know. Thanks a lot, Korean Batusai. I already did. We talked about the USD could possibly be reversing very soon. It might not be a big reversal. As you can see, like none of the lower degree is actually bullish right now, right? No sign of reversal. It can just reverse, but no divergence yet. I mean, you got a big one, but no short-term divergence. And we talked about it. You guys remember when the dollar was like 94? What we said? We said we're gonna be looking for a divergence on a daily basis. Okay, it means like MACD was gonna drop all the way down. Okay, we did say it that time. That was like October. We said we're gonna be looking for this move because we want to make a lower low, some lower lows, right? Right, get this divergence. So we just don't know right now, you know, how MACD going to be reacting. Okay, we want to wait for the MACD to turn bullish, but on the lower degree we can still get another push. It might not be the initial push, can get rejected right there, drop right here before pushing back up. That way you're gonna get your MACD to cross bullish, right? So, but let's see. It looks pretty ugly right now. So Yeah, guys, we got 34 likes, 34 watching. Yeah, gold is a support, 1860 and so on. So we talk about gold also. Hey, what's up, Peanut? Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. It's been a while. You and Imran, you guys just decided to pop out today, right? Yeah, Peanut is a moon boy, so he been around since 2019, so. Alright guys, if you like the content, don't hesitate to like, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Also make sure to share the channel to your other premium groups, Telegram groups, whatever, right? So Pinetta. I don't know. I don't see anything pumping right now. It's pretty boring, man. Like only Zilliker is, total 2 daily crossing bearish, not good at all. Let's check polymer. It is still moving sideways, so let's check the 3-day. Yeah, it's still moving sideways. Nothing crazy. Resistance just about 377, so it is below resistance right now. Could be dipping back down to a support just about like 250 to 100 range, right? So did not quite hit 700. 700 is like June 2019 resistance, so it got a very good chance to retest it at some point. I'm not sure if like we're gonna drop down and retest it right here, but to me, right, it is a good hold until we basically break or get rejected at June 2019 prices, right? Just like Monero. So that's what we were waiting for, Monero, like June 2019 prices. So it pumped to June 2019 prices, which is like 0.011, right? So and dump all the way down to May lows, right? So cup and handle where? Man, you guys started with this cup and handle, man. On the weekly. I mean, like, everything can look like, look. I don't know. I don't know if you're talking about this, right? Or you're talking about that, right? I don't know which one you're talking about, but just be cautious, right? Because if you zoom out, you're always gonna you're always gonna get a cup, okay? If you zoom out like this, right? You're always gonna get a cup. Like that, right? I'm gonna call this cup and handle, and all this sucker gonna dump versus BTC, right? So for instance, if I get a move like this, right, and if you just you know, zoom out like that, you're gonna get it looks like a you know, it looks like you're gonna get a, you know, another handle right here, right? But it might not be the case. If you really zoom in like this, you can see like you could be getting what, another drop right down to support. So be careful how you you know, you look at the market also, right? Oh my gosh. I mean, we talk about Zilliqa, you could be buying the dip, right? I was waiting for Zilliqa to retest, but I said it, I was like, guys, it is a good level to buy right there, the low 100 sats, but 0.786 to 0.888 going to be in this range, right? Now it looks good. Upside target to look for, you know, you could retest the mid below 200 sats, right? If it keeps pumping, that's 0.618 to 0.786, so it looks good. One thing we just have to be cautious about is like, we gotta break this range, okay? Gotta break this range. I don't see a cup and handle on, unless you want to say this is a cup and handle like this, right? Something like that, right? I don't use cup and handles, man. It is very funny, like, because if you take a look at VET, right, BChain, right, which is pretty similar to Zilliqa, they got similar pattern. What do you say? Okay, what do you say right here? You see the move you got right here at 100 sats, right? With this move right there, right? I was like, man, get out of this sucker, right? Even though it was moving sideways, you could have been like, oh, we're gonna get this handle right there and we're gonna be pumping to the upside. But I wasn't playing like this cup and coffee and all of that good stuff, right? We were waiting for 100 sats. Yes, sir. So RDN hit target of just about like this range of June 2019 prices. As you can see, that's why I circled it, right? RDN pump all the way up to that area. Even broke the resistance right there. So it kind of looked like one right now. One. I think it's harmonic, right? So it is back down to a support area, so that's a good level to be buying right now. Okay, can it follow the trend line? That's a big question. It can drop down and retest the trend line right here before even giving us any big move again, right? So, but back to accumulation once again. I was bullish on it, right? Bullish on it after the breakout right there on the 3-day let's look at it. Hold on, let's check something really quick. So let me show you RDN, right? So you see what I'm talking about. So this is RDN. That was our setup back then. You can see like pump all the way up to almost 5,000. So and if you go back to right now, you can see like hit target on the dot. Okay, hit target on the dot. And similarly to another target we just hit perfectly was EGLD, right? Take a look at EGLD, right? That was like we entered around like $8, right? Low $8, right? And this was the initial setup. Okay, setup. You know, the time price was like low $8. We were bullish on it like $7, even $7 range, right? But we had a target at 844 from $7.40, right? 845 took a long, right? Hit that target, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna upgrade AGLD, and we're gonna take it all the way up to $15. Kind of got out early around like 13.2, 13.3, right? But it did pump all the way up to basically you know, 14.5, right? If you check EGLD, right there, we pump all the way up to like almost 14.5, right? So check EGLD. Check AGLD, we pump all the way up to no, almost like $15, but took good profit right there, just in case, right? So next support area to look for EGLD, if you're looking to trade EGLD, it is going to be at 11, right? 11.1, 11.2 area, okay? You know, 9.6 was like a, you know, a target to, you know, from like 8.3. So that's the next level to look for, 8.1, I mean 11.1, 11.2 support. It is still bullish, okay? It is still bullish. So it just need to break $15, but we will see if, you know, we're gonna get a good support at low $11. Okay, and that was a nice 75% move, right? 75% move in like 2 weeks. So let's see, let's do this. I don't follow NKN, but it did break support, so nothing bullish about NKN right now. So I mean, I wouldn't say nothing bullish. All I'm saying is the trend is not reversing yet, so it needs to jump above like 150 sats at least. Sushi Sasha, Sushi is still bullish, man. Like I got a target for $3 for Sushi right there, but I don't think like people in my premium likes to trade sushi. So, but we were bullish on sushi. I was bullish on sushi all the way down from this range. Okay, that's when I was very bullish on sushi, like 58 cents. Okay, 58. We called for sushi, you know, pump from 58. So right now, look for this move. We could hit the $2.8 to $3 range, right? But if we gotta find support at 1.8 again, okay? But as of now, it is still bullish. It doesn't even have to retest it. It can just make a small bull flag and pump, all right? But it is very, very bullish, man. It's over 100% up since, like, you know, late November. Pretty bullish, man. And Wi-Fi could catch up because Wi-Fi is right there. Okay. All right, man, guys. I'm pretty tired right now. It's been like 2.5 hours. So it's 1:30 a.m. depending on your time zone. Yeah, I'm pretty tired right now. I don't know anything about NU, but. Yeah, short-term bullish, right? So look for a retest of this range of 26, 27. If it can hold, right, we could look for another retest of the top. If it breaks, look for 0.618 to a 50% pullback. That's pretty straightforward target, right? That's 50% right there, 0.618 right here. The sucker pump, man, is like from 10 cents to 40 cents. Hey, what's up, Imran? Make sure to join the, I think, Imran, you're in the public Telegram group. So make sure to send your these coins in the public Telegram group. I don't see anybody talking about these juicy targets, right? So, but sometimes if I don't know them, I don't analyze them, right? So. But it is pretty bullish, okay? You got to support all the way down to 17 cents. So, all right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, man.